Hey Hayden, I think it'd be super cool if you did your next episode on memory.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I know you didn't really suggest any topics, so I'm just trying to help.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Are you even listening? Okay, well, no excuses on not having a topic then.
Hey there, science enthusiasts. Welcome back to another episode of 300 Seconds of Science. I'm Hayden Burkholder, and today we're talking about... what is it I'm talking about again?
You don't remember?
No, ow, what the... Today, we're going to talk about memory, or in my case, the lack of it. Memory is very useful. If you could remember exactly what your professor said in the classroom, you could spend less time studying and more time playing video games. What exactly is memory anyhow? Memory is defined by dictionary.com as the mental capacity or faculty of retaining and reviving facts, events, impressions, or of recalling or recognizing previous experiences. Memory is not only crucial to us as individuals, but to our society as a whole. It's how we can look at a face and recognize who they are and how we know them. We can recall the new car smell, and it's almost like you're driving your car for the first time again. You can recall facts from different classes you enjoyed, and also other events from the past. It helps us retain some of the most important information in our lives. For example, what would you do if you couldn't remember Jenny and that her number was 8675309? Well, now that we can clearly see how important memory is, doesn't it make you wonder, how does it work? Well, to be honest, this has stumped scientists for years, and we still don't know exactly how it all comes together. We do, however, have some pretty good educated guesses. Scientists have broken the memory process into 3 stages: encoding, storage, and retrieval. Let's take a look. Encoding is how your brain processes outside sources of information, such as a dog barking, the smell of a candle, or how someone reacted to what you said. Leading scientists believe when you perceive these external sources, the hippocampus and the frontal cortex analyze these inputs and decide if they are worth remembering. Your brain does this by firing electrical signals through your nerves to your brain. When the signal gets to the brain, it causes the release of chemicals called neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters spread themselves across spaces between the cells, and each of these cells can create thousands of these links. These links between brain cells aren't permanent, they're constantly changing. This leads me to the next step: storage. Storage is most commonly broken into 3 different types. The first is sensory memory. After that, it goes to short-term memory. And finally, if it stays with you long enough, it becomes long-term memory. Sensory information is the first input we perceive. Most of the information we perceive doesn't make it past this stage. If it passes this, then it becomes stored in our short-term memory. We can only remember a handful of things during this stage, and usually only for 30 seconds or less at a time. An important bit of information may be 8675309. Chances are, if you're thinking this intently about something, you're going to continue to reset that short-term memory clock. Over time, if you continue to think of this, it'll move on to the next stage: long-term memory. Once a bit of information is stored in long-term memory, it can be called upon indefinitely. This explains why our well-known fish friend, Dory, has trouble remembering things.
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Hardly anything can pass through a short-term memory to become long-term memory. Calling upon this information is what scientists call retrieval. Retrieval is the ability to call upon memories already stored on an unconscious level and bring them into your conscious mind on command. People actually have great memories, and different people are better at remembering different types of information. Memory is incredible. It connects the past to the present and shapes how we will react in the future. The better we can understand memory, the better we can control it and, well, remember more. Well, friends, that's all we have time for. If you have any topics you'd like to suggest, feel free to leave a comment or tweet at us. And do not forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube at ZTV 300 Seconds of Science. Now, go ahead and use those brain cells to remember that I'm Hayden Burkholder, and that was 300 Seconds of Science. So go out, enjoy life, and stay curious.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. To find out how you can make Emmy-winning media, visit the UA School of Communication online. ZTV. Make media. Make a difference.